about drug abuse.
Oh, drug abuse. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll join you. Can you explain to me what is drug abuse all about?
Wait, I'll show you.
Warm welcome to everybody present here today. I am SHERRAN THIVAGAR SUBRAMANIAM. Today I will be talking on the topic of drug abuse. Drug abuse is a chronic disease that can change brain circuits and is also responsible for other behavioral changes of human. Quitting drugs is one of the main problems of drug abuse, as even with the maximum effort, drug addicts still somehow fail to do so. The drug is not a dangerous substance itself, but people misuse it in many ways. It is highly dangerous and can cause serious health problems if one takes it on a regular basis. The drug has become a trend in today's world. Today's generation has become obsessed with following whatever is new or trending in the world. Such is the situation in the case of drugs. Drugs addiction can cause serious long-term consequences such as physical and mental health, relationships, employment, and the law. You may need help from your doctor, family, friends, support groups, or even an organized treatment program to overcome your drug addiction and stay drug-free. So please don't try to play with your own life, and please don't do drugs. It will spoil your life. Let's look deeper in what causes the drug abuse and what are the effects of drugs in our daily life and how to prevent drug abuse. Remember, it is our duty as responsible citizens of our country not to misuse the drugs, as it will cost our lives, and follow the rules and regulations of the government appropriately. If we see any such crimes, we should immediately report it to the nearest police station or family.
Oh, actually now I got it. What is drug abuse all about? But then, why this drug abuse happens?
Actually, there are plenty of causes.
Oh, is it? Can you explain to me in detail? Can you elaborate to me in detail?
Okay, wait, I'll show some.
The first cause of drug abuse is stress. Stress is the body's response to outside event or changes, and it may be result of single event or ongoing issues. These events or changes can be good or bad, such as starting a school, getting married, having a baby, an illness, the death of loved ones, moving, divorce, or getting into an accident. The Institute of Mental Health reports that there are three main types of stress. Number 1, routine stress from everyday events. Number 2, stress resulting from a sudden negative change. Number 3, stress as a result of a traumatic event. Everyone copes with stress in a different way. Stress can increase odds that a person will use drugs. In fact, those exposed to stress are likely to use mind-altering substances. Individuals suffering from high level of stress or chronic stress may use these drugs as a method of managing these symptoms. Individuals who have difficulty managing stress, poor coping mechanism, and inability to control impulse may be at a risk to use drugs as a result. Drugs can provide an escape from reality. The second cause of drug abuse is genetic factor. While the environment a person grows up along with a person's behavior influence whether he or she become addicted to drugs, genetic plays a key role as well. Family, friends, and socio-economic status have a significant impact on a person's likelihood of developing to abusing drugs. Physical and sexual abuse, peer pressure, stress, and parental guidance can greatly affect of substance abuse. Number 3 is low self-confidence, or we can call it as low self-esteem. Low self-confidence frequently accompanies by the teenage years. Body image and social image are often top priorities for high school students who want to fit in. They associated weight loss with beauty and popularity. They associated drinking, drug use, and smoking with being sexy, trendy, and cool. They believe that drugs are the answer to their problems. When a person has low self-esteem, they may be more influenced by the world around them and their resulting action. For example, a person with low self-esteem may have trouble overcoming negative thoughts or feelings and therefore turn into outside experiments or activity to change those negative thoughts into positive ones. Drugs can be one of the outside activities they turn into a negative situation or state of mind. Number 4 is academic pressure. Teenagers who get A's and B's in school are at the half the risk of drug use as a teenager who has a poor school performance. The student's drug use and its abuse take place in a physical contact. It's a probably dominant force determining why, where, how, and what drugs are abused. Too much of stress on students in academic environment and excess abuse of substance has a nasty effect on the student's physical well-being. Some of the time students are confused and their effort at adjusting to those changes lead to frustration like drug abuse, smoking cigarettes, keeping at a late among others. These include absence from school and failure in academic. The last one is mental health. Chronic use of some drugs can lead to both short and long-term changes in the brain which can lead to mental health issues including depression, anxiety, aggressive and other problems. Many people who abuse to drugs are also diagnosed with other mental disorders. Compared with other general population, people who abuse drugs are roughly twice as likely to suffer from mood and anxiety disorders. Mental health problems can sometimes lead to alcohol or drug use, as some people with a mental health problem may misuse this substance as a form of medicines.
If there is plenty of causes, I'm sure there are many effects too.
Exactly. There are a lot of effects. Let me show some of the effects.
Hi, my name is UMARANJINI. Today I'm going to talk about the effects of drug abuse. The first effect of drug abuse is emotional effect. Drug abuse seriously affects mentally, such as mood swings, depression, aggression, anxiety, decline in daily work, hallucination, uncertainty, psychology tolerance, and etc. In addition, the abuse of drugs may influence or contribute to an underlying mental illness. More than half of those addicted have endured in similar kind of mental disease, or simultaneously or at some other stage of their lives. The statistics indicate that permanent brain changes related to persistent substance addiction can lead to depression, violence, paranoia, and hallucination. The second one is physical effect. Many teenagers who are engaging in drugs and alcohol are faced with an elevated risk of suicide, killing, injury, and disease. Addiction, drug abuse symptoms include cardiac arrest, abnormal heartbeat, HIV contractions, brain damage, coma, breathing issues, lung cancer, chest pain, hepatitis problem, and appetite change. The influence of drug abuse can be widespread and affect any organ in the body. The excessive drug use will impair the immune system and make it more likely to become sick. The third one is brain and liver damage. The impact of abuse on humans is seen when the drugs fill the brains with substances like serotonin and dopamine in a variety of levels. The brain heavily depends on these drugs and cannot function without them. Drug abuse also make it difficult for the liver to function, causing severe liver injury or insufficiency. As far as brain functions are concerned, drugs can impair everyday tasks by triggering memory difficulties, decision making, behavior instability, or even permanent brain injury. The next one is legal consequences. Drug abuse not only has negative psychological implications, but it will also have legal consequences for the remainder of your life. Many jobs demand a drug test before the employee give you a job. Many also do random drug testing when you are employees. You might end up unemployed by trying to give up drugs, which has even more complications. Drug or alcoholic driving will lead to a suspended driver's license for 20 years. 20 years is actually a big years for you to get punished, and you might end up paying heavy fines and will spend time in prison. Financial instability is also one of the effect of drug abuse. Drug abuse is also followed by financial difficulties, since often users spend all their money, time, energy to get their drug of choice. They will incur a high debt, repossess their car, or lose their employment. All this is extremely dangerous if the intoxicated person is financially responsible for other families such as children or parents, which has negative impact on all consequences. Substance abuse also affects the job and school efficiency and performance. The amount of time you spend looking, using and healing from drug will be more effective at acquiring a new skills. The last one is impact on public safety. Individuals under drug influence have faced substantial safety threats and costs for the public and its surroundings. For example, driving incidents involving drug in recent years have become a significant global threat. Moreover, it is clear that illegal drug cultivations, processing and production are more becoming mindful of the environmental effects. The risk of significant harm or death in combination with alcohol when driving increases even for passengers and those who are on their routes, who are likely to be victims of drug abuse. Thank you.
Seriously, there are many effects of drug abuse.
Yes, they are. At the same time, there are few ways to prevent this problem. Wait, I will explain to you.
Yeah, sure.
Hi guys, I'm Kiran. So today I'm gonna talk about prevention of drug abuse. The first one will be avoid undue peer pressure. Every child has his or her own choice and personality, which should be kept in mind. So a child should not be pressed excessively to do beyond his or her capacities, particularly sports and etc. So guys, the next prevention will be education and counseling. Education and counseling are very important to face problems, stresses, disappointments and failure in life. These should be taken as part of life. One should utilize a child's energy in some other activities like sports, music, reading, yoga and other extracurricular activities. The next one is consulting professional and medical help. Highly qualified psychologists, psychiatrists and de-addiction and rehabilitation programs can help individuals who are suffering from drug or alcohol abuse. If such help is provided to the affected persons with sufficient efforts and willpower, the patient could be completely cured and lead normal and healthy life. The next one is guidance from parents and peers. Whenever there is any problem, one should seek help and guidance from parents and peers. Help should be taken from close and trusted friends. This would help young to share their feelings of anxiety and wrongdoings. Last but not least, the next prevention is looking for danger signs. If friends find someone using drugs or alcohol, they should bring this to the notice of their parents or teacher, so that appropriate measures would be taken to diagnose the illness and the causes. This would help in taking proper remedial steps or treatment.
That's great. Since you have explained to me everything, I'm sure we can overcome this problem easily.
Yes, you are right. By the way, can you conclude about the topic?
Yeah, sure, I can conclude. Hi everyone, my name is Mukesh, son of Radhankrishanan. Today I would like to conclude our topic, and our topic is drug abuse. Our young ones are the future of our society. Watching them fall into this dark pit of drug addiction is the last thing that we need. With the help of open communication, observation, and positive mindset, we as adults can prevent such cases. Nonetheless, in case of drug abuse, there should not be any need to be ashamed or helpless. Delaying the treatment worsened the case. That is why case of drug abuse in the youth is confirmed. It is better to be take prompt steps and receive help from self-help groups and therapists. Thank you. Good. Today I've learned something new. And thanks for sharing some knowledge about this topic, Kiran.
You're welcome, bro.
Thanks, bro. I hope our video will be helpful for people who are involved in this drug abuse.
Thanks for watching our videos.